It's been 1,126 days since Apple released the iPad mini 6, and now we have the iPad mini 7, and as you can see, they're kind of hard to distinguish apart. Let's talk about it. So first, let's talk about what is new with the brand new iPad mini 7. You can see, from just by looking at it, it doesn't look too much different from the iPad mini 6. I did get the same color. They look almost the same. There's very small cosmetic differences, and you can see here's one where it says the name of the device here, iPad mini, where the old one just says iPad. That's really the key exterior difference or key cosmetic difference between the two. Outside of two new colors, which are light blue and light purple, there are really not too many key changes. The cameras are largely the same. There is a better True Tone flash, but you would only see that if you were actually taking a picture of something that would utilize the flash. But all of the changes that are meaningful are going to be on the inside of the device. There's faster USB-C, which has been doubled from 5 gigabits per second to 10 gigabits per second. And at the heart of it, there's the A17 Pro chip, which was in last year's iPhone 15 Pro and 15 Pro Max. This is a bin chip, so it has the 6-core CPU, 5-core GPU, and it's getting about a 30% difference on CPU tasks and about 20% difference on GPU tasks based on some testing that I did today with 18.1 on both devices. Now, this kind of processor is going to help you with more intensive tasks like gaming, like video editing, which you can now do on the iPad mini 7 with the Final Cut Pro, as well as some other Apple Intelligence tasks, which will come out on Monday of next week. You also have Wi-Fi 6E on the iPad mini 7, in addition to Apple Pencil Pro support, which is going to give you a bit more flexibility when you're drawing, taking notes, and you have control for all the gestures. Apple doubled the entry-level storage, going from 64 gigs for $499 to 128 gigs. There's now 256 gigs as well as 512, which is the top tier storage. All iPad minis have 8 gigs of internal RAM for use with Apple Intelligence when it launches on Monday, October 28th. And make sure you're subscribed because I do have some videos planned for that in terms of the iPad mini, the iPad, and also the iPhone and the features they support. Now let's talk about what has stayed the same. So the magnet layout that's on the back has stayed the same. This means that you can use all of your existing accessories that you had from the iPad mini 6 will continue to work with the iPad mini 7. The device is the same size, shape, weight. So if it's a fitted case, this all should remain the same. Second, FaceTime camera, which was here on the front, it's the same FaceTime camera. It's still along the short edge of it. It's not along the long side edge like it is on the iPad Pro and the iPad Air. Maybe Apple feels like this is the way that it'd be used because it's such a small device and so pocketable and portable. I don't know, let me know what you think down in the comments below. And it's not really clear that the jelly scrolling is fixed. It looks like it's less severe than it was in the past, but I still gotta do some more testing. But right now it does appear to be that there's less severity with jelly scrolling, but it does still be present. You do get the same Touch ID sensor, you get the same screen density, same pixel density, same PPI. You also get the same 60 Hertz panel that's on the front with the same 500 nits of brightness. Now, if you remember, this device and the iPad 11-inch have 500 nits of brightness when the iPad Air 13-inch has 600 nits of brightness. So this is still the same panel essentially, and really everything looks the same from a impression standpoint on the iPad mini minus the processor and the support for the Apple Pencil Pro, which is big depending on where you're coming from. Now, if you have an iPad mini 6 and you're thinking about upgrading, really what are the value adds here other than the Apple Pencil and the processor? I would say it's kind of hard to justify this upgrade from the iPad mini 6. If you have an iPad mini 5, iPad mini 4, you're gonna get a lot of value from this because you're getting the new design, Touch ID placement up here because it's now a home button. You're getting the Apple Pencil Pro, better battery life, better processor, support for Apple Intelligence, but those things may or may not be valuable to you. Just from the outset, I love the iPad mini. I've always loved the iPad mini since maybe the iPad mini 5. That was probably my first review back in 2019. But this device is just so portable. It's really the best note-taking device, and it does a lot to have this type of device with you all the time. I think that having the iPad mini when you're out and about, it just really is a great compute experience, even though you might not have the full-size keyboard or you might not have the fast refresh rate of the iPhone or the iPad Pro. Let me know what you think down in the comments below, and let me know what you'd like to see in the full review. My name is Mike, and I will talk to you guys in the next one.